Hello everyone, and welcome back to Sacred Cards. Today I'm here to share with you my Kairyu-Shin Umi controlled deck profile. Mako Tsunami was my favorite character in the anime and asserted my love for the water archetype. I've been doing a boatload of testing with this deck, trying to perfect the ratios, and I'm very happy with how the deck performs. For a lower tier deck, I've been very impressed with the consistency and matchups against the meta. The deck is extremely fun to play and controls the field with revamped classic water monsters. I've been testing the deck a lot and I'm very happy with this list. Also, please be sure to check out the other profiles and content on my channel. I'm trying to update and post whenever possible. We just hit over 100 subscribers, which is fantastic, and I'm so thankful to be a part of this amazing community. Well, with all that said, I'll go through my list and try to explain the cards as best I can. Let's get into the deck profile. Starting off the water monsters, 3 copies of Ocean Dragonlord Kairyu-Shin. This is the new heart and soul of the deck. You always want to have access to this card, and this deck has many ways to do it. While Umi is on the field, each player can only control 1 non-water monster, which isn't a problem for us because every monster we play is water. During your main phase, you can add either a copy of Umi, Kairyu-Shin Spell Trap, or Sea Stealth Spell Trap from your deck to your hand. Another great card for the deck is 3 copies of Electric Jellyfish. You can send a copy of Umi from your deck, hand, or field to the graveyard, special summon a water monster from your hand. If Umi is on the field and your opponent activates a monster effect or spell card or effect, you can negate that effect, then this card gains 600 attack and defense. That's not till the end of the turn, by the way. As long as it stays on the field negating effects, it will gain 600 every time. For the next, I play 3 copies of Warrior of Atlantis. You can discard this card to add a Legendary Ocean to your hand, and if not, it's got a beefy 1900 attack, so it doesn't hurt to normal summon either. And for the other level 4 monsters, I play 1 copy of Doomkraken, 1 copy of Maiden of the Aqua, and 1 copy of Yorishiro of the Aqua. Doomkraken has a quick effect when Umi is on the field. You can target a water monster you control and 1 monster your opponent controls. Return your monster to the hand, special summon this card, and if you do, destroy the opponent's monster. Also, if your opponent declares an attack, you can return this card to the hand, negate that attack. Maiden of the Aqua is another copy of Umi. If you don't have a field spell, the field is treated as Umi. It may not seem like much, but having this card has come in clutch way too often. Yorishiro is a card that I've been back and forth on, but through testing, I love seeing this card, but 1 copy is just fine. It has the ability that you can target a water monster in the graveyard until the end phase. This card's level and name become the same as that monster. If Umi is on the field, you can special summon that monster in defense position. The effect I really like is you can banish her from the graveyard to add a copy of Umi in your graveyard back to your hand. Great for recycling your resources. I'm very happy with these ratios right here. Then 2 monsters I like having access to is 1 copy of Mega Fortress Whale and 1 copy of Gamma Seal. Now, I've seen some people start to cut Mega Fortress Whale, and to be honest, I'm not really sure why. I understand that it kind of sucks to draw, but it has many effects and does a lot for the deck. One being that if Umi is on the field, water monsters can attack directly. During your opponent's battle phase, quick effect, target a monster your opponent controls, destroy it. Also, if this card is destroyed by a battle or card effect, you can either add to your hand or special summon 1 water warrior monster from your deck or graveyard. Gamma Seal is here for getting rid of problematic monsters on your opponent's field. It's also easy to search with your copies of Ice Barrier, which I will get into in the Spell Trap section. And the last monster I play is 1 copy of the only Kairyu-Shin. A few of the spells and traps we play allow you to special summon this card from the main deck, so it makes sense to play. Plus, it's really cool being able to play this classic Mako Tsunami card from the anime. Free resource to let you make plays, put pressure on the board, or go into some of your Xyz monsters. You can just as well play Terror King Salmon or Giga. I just like this card because I'm a sucker for it and I really like being able to play it in the deck. It fits the theme. It really doesn't matter, but I do like having the level 5 utility. Well, that is it for the monster lineup. Now moving on to the spells, starting off with 3 copies of Fish Sonar. This card lets you add a level 7 or lower monster from your deck to your hand that mentions Umi or is a normal water monster, and if Umi is on the field, you can special summon a normal water monster from the deck. Next up is 3 copies of A Legendary Ocean. Love seeing this card finally printed as an ultra rare. It's been a common for way too long. The field spell's name, or this field spell's name, is always treated as Umi. It gives your water monsters a 200 point attack and defense boost and reduces the levels of all water monsters in the hand and on the field by 1. Very important card that lets you normal summon your level 5 monsters. And another copy of Umi is 2 copies of Sea Stealth 2. I was playing 3 copies before, but through testing I found 2 to be the perfect ratio for me. This card's name becomes Umi when on the field or in the graveyard. This continuous spell makes it so your opponent cannot target your water monsters with non-water monster effects. And at the start of the battle phase, you can special summon a normal water monster or a monster that mentions Umi in your hand, from your hand or graveyard in defense position, but destroy it at the end of the battle phase, giving you extra protection and good to reborn your copy of Mega Fortress Whale or Kairyu-Shin, destroy an opponent's monster in the battle phase, or if you summon your Kairyu-Shin, it can again act or use its effect to make sure that there's only one, your opponent has only one non-water monster. Jeez, well, getting a little tongue-tied there. For consistency and draw power, I play 3 copies of Pot of Prosperity. These cards always ensure that you have the pieces you need to control the board, whether you need a copy of Umi, Kairyu-Shin, or Sea Stealth card. These cards are here to help you dig through the deck to get to the what you need and more. Prosperity lets you banish up to 6 cards in the extra deck and excavate 6 cards deep into the deck. For more consistency, I play 3 copies of Pot of Duality. Duality is great in this deck because you don't need to special summon to control the board. All you need is Umi and Kairyu-Shin. This card lets you dig 3 cards deep into the deck to find the card you need. I'm very happy with the 3 Prosperity and 3 Duality ratios. I have considered bumping these for Ash Blossoms or potentially Gozen matches, but I still want to do more testing there. These cards are great and makes the deck extremely consistent. Another searcher I play is 2 copies of Foolish Burial Goods. Foolish Goods is another way to see your copies of Kairyu-Shin. You can send your copy of Ice Barrier to get to the graveyard to search, or alternatively, you can send a copy of Umi, which you can then recover with Sea Stealth attack. Rounding off the spells is 1 copy of Called by the Grave. I like Called by because you do a good amount of searching in this deck, so it's good to stop your opponent's hand traps and graveyard effects or repeat offenders on the field. Next up is the traps, starting with 3 copies of Sea Stealth attack. It's a continuous trap that when activated, you can activate an Umi from your hand or graveyard. When Umi is on the field, it gains the effects that once per turn, you can banish a water monster to protect your spells and traps from being destroyed, even if this card leaves the field. And at the start of the damage step, if your water monster, whose original level is 5 or higher, battles an opponent's monster, destroy that monster. Next, I play 2 copies of Kairyu-Shin's Dark Reef. I absolutely love this card. This just might be my second most favorite card in the deck. It lets you send a copy of Umi to the graveyard to special summon 2 monsters with different names from your hand or deck that mention Umi or water normal monsters. Then if your opponent controls a monster, you can special summon any number of level 6 or lower normal water monsters from the hand or deck. The idea is you set up with this card and Sea Stealth face down. Activate this card as Chainlink 1, send Umi for cost, then activate Cease Stealth as Chainlink 2 to immediately recover Umi from the graveyard, so it's on the field when this card resolves. For the last card in the main deck, I play 3 copies of Ice Barrier. I was playing 2 copies before, but had to bump it up to 3 because it's just that good. When your water monster battles or declares an attack or is being attacked, you can change their monster's attack to 0, negate its effects, and lock its battle position. You can banish this card to send a level 5 or higher water monster from your deck to the graveyard, then recycle any water monster back to your hand, even the card you just sent from your deck. Well, that is it for the main deck. Now moving on to the extra deck. Now, I've chosen to play some of my favorite Water XC's monsters, but the deck just does a good job of handling on its own, so you can play a lot of whatever you like. I'm going to speed around this a bit because it's all up to you and whatever you feel like playing. Your deck is how you want it. That's the best part of Yu-Gi-Oh, right? My rank 3s are 1 copy of Triage Levia, 1 copy of Nightmare Shark, and 1 copy of Rebarian Shark. Triage Levia will banish any monster destroyed by battle with it. Quick effect, detach a material, target a face-up monster, it loses 800 attack, and its effects are negated till the end of the turn. Nightmare Shark can attach a level 3 water monster from your hand or field when it is summoned. Detach a material, then target a water monster. It can attack directly this turn. Rebarian Shark can target a number XC's monster in the graveyard, special summon it, and attach a material from this card to it. Next is 1 copy of Bahamut Shark, 1 copy of Black Ray Lancer, and 1 copy of Hope Woven Dragon Spider Shark. Bahamut can detach a material, special summon a rank 3 or lower Water XC's monster from the extra deck. Black Ray Lancer can be XC summoned using a rank 3 XC's monster that has no material, gains 200 attack for each material attached to it. If it were destroyed by battle or card effect, you can detach all materials instead. Also, when this card destroys a monster by battle, you can destroy a spell and trap. Hope Woven Dragon Spider Shark has the ability that when any monster declares an attack, you can detach material from this card. All monsters your opponent controls lose 1000 attack till the end of the turn. When this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon a monster from your graveyard. Next is 1 copy of Stealth Kraken and 1 copy of Abyss Dweller. Stealth Crag can turn all monsters on the field into water once per turn. Quick effect, destroy a water monster your opponent controls and inflict damage equal to half its attack it had on the field. Abyss Dweller will increase the attack of all your water monsters by 500 once per turn. Quick effect, detach material and your opponent can't activate card effects in the graveyard this turn. Next is number 101, Silent Honor Arc, and 1 copy of Silent Honor Dark. Honor Arc can detach 2 materials to target a special summon monster your opponent controls and attach it to this card as material. If this card were to be destroyed, you can detach a material instead. Honor Dark can target a special summon monster your opponent controls and attach it to this card as material. If this card is destroyed while it has material, you can special summon it, then gain life points equal to its original attack, but Silent Honor Arc needs to be in the graveyard to resolve this effect. Next is 1 copy of Nash Knight and 1 copy of CXC's Nash Knight. Nash Knight can't be destroyed by battle if a number monster is on the field. Also, quick effect, you can detach 2 materials and attach a number XC's monster from your X deck that has the number between 101 and 107. Then you can attach another face-up monster on the field as material. CXC's Nash Knight can be XC summoned using Nash Knight, can't be destroyed by battle or card effects. Or by card effects rather. You can detach a material, special summon a number monster between 101 and 107 from the extra deck using this card as material, but destroy it during your opponent's next end phase. And then last of the extra deck is 1 copy of XC's Armor Torpedo, 1 copy of XC's Armor Fortress, and 1 copy of Full Armor Dark Knight Lancer. Brand new cards from Age of Overlord. Armor Torpedo can detach 2 materials to draw a card. XC's Armor Fortress can be made by stacking it on top of Torpedo. Its effect lets you search armored XC's cards from the deck, but I'm not playing any in this build. Full Armor Dark Knight Lancer can be made by stacking on top of a rank 5 or 6 Xyz monster. Gains 300 attack for each material and equip card it has. You can target an Xyz card in the graveyard and add it to your hand, and if an equip card becomes equipped to a monster you control, you can attach a monster your opponent controls to this card as material. Well, that is it for the deck profile. I really hope you all enjoyed it. If there's anything you like or don't like, feel free to leave me a comment telling me what you think. Be sure to like the video if you did, and subscribe for more content. Thank you for your support, and enjoy the Sacred Cards. See you all in the next one.